Well, hello again, radio fans. It's Bob in 1KPR, and today we're looking at the third and final version of the EAS series of radios. EAS is Emergency Alert System. This is the EAS 3, which we're looking at today. If you've seen any of my other videos on YouTube or at my website, which is bobsamerica.com, you will be familiar with the EAS-2, which is here, and the EAS-1, that's the first one. Very briefly, let's just go through them. The one is a single rack unit, AM, FM, and National Weather Service for switching in transmitter signals during a national alert or weather alert or some emergency which is broadcast by NOAA or the National Weather Service. These radios will receive it, detect it, decode it, and rebroadcast it into whatever line, transmitter line or studio link that's necessary. The first one, as I said, was a 1-unit rack mount. That video is on YouTube and my site. The second unit, AM, FM, and weather service, is a little more elaborate. We have displays there for antenna signal level and detector and demodulator activity, and that's all covered there. But today we're looking at the third, so I'll just shut these guys down. This is EAS-3. It's kind of hard to see, but I guess you might be able to see that the meters are active. We're tuned to a New York station right now. Let's run through it real quickly. We have it in, well, here's the audio.
Other symptoms of hormonal imbalance, like hot flashes, night sweats, low libido, sleeplessness, and more. Be one of the first 50 callers right now, and they'll send you a complimentary risk-free trial.
There's a medicine
30-day
ad
supply free. Free supplies are limited,
people
so call
with
now.
some kind of problem.
1-800-939-8955. That's 1-800-939-8955.
We can shunt the antenna for safety, disconnect it completely, and ground the radio during storm activity. We can set the impedance of the antenna for 50 ohm low impedance or 400 ohm, 300 to 450 ohm high impedance, balun matching. We can look at the microvolts at the antenna, equivalent microvolts, or equivalent S units. So you can see we're about 7.7, 7.6 S units at 42, 43 microvolts. We have a true RF gain control. As you can see, we've knocked that down to 30 microvolts. Back up. We have preamp. We can actually overdrive, if we're picking up a local signal, we can actually overdrive the system. It's a 20 dB preamp. We have added selectivity in the form of a passive preselector that could be engaged or bypassed, and we divide the AM band up into low, medium, and high sections and do the fine tuning here. We have the typical demodulator indicators where there's carrier only in red. Yellow indicates there's data on the carrier. And here we can defeat the detector stage. We're now in a standby mode, so the broadcast engineer can see that, well, we're in standby because the thing's blinking. We go into operational mode. The interesting thing about this is if you remove the antenna from the system, the AGC circuit takes about 15 seconds, which is a broadcast block of time for AM broadcast. It starts looking for signal. If it can't find it in 15 seconds, as you can see, it's blinking now. A little hard to see on this camera, but it is. If we put the antenna back in, you can see that the light came on steady and that we have signal present. This is a dual watch receiver. We can dial up frequencies here. Right now we're at 9, 6 is 960 kilohertz. On that side, 770 kilohertz here, which is New York. So we've got a Connecticut station, New York station. We can switch between them.
In California means, according to Governor Moonbeam,
it's Connecticut, and there's New York. We could also defeat the both tuners that feed the single detector. That's indicated by these lights flashing. The interesting thing about this is the detector circuits are wide open. There's no head end now. The head end is everything that's on the antenna. So what happens? Well, listen to it. It's actually picking up by selectivity the strongest local station on the antenna feed line. Of course, I'd have to search around to see what that actually is, but in the standby mode, it will automatically select the strongest signal. We can queue up the feed. You can see the VU has died here. We queue up the feed to the transmitter, listen in our headphones or with a monitor speaker. When it's ready, turn it on. We have line feed level, so we don't overdrive the transmitter or the telephone line. A little noise filter here that we can adjust to take the hash. You can hear that. Take the hash out of the AM signal. And of course, monitor level for the headphones or for the internal speaker. And let's see if we can hear the difference here on this digital format here. External speaker.
He's not really interested in additional revenue.
Internal speaker.
More money. He is interested in.
I don't know how well that'll translate over the computer. That's basically it. That's the EAS-3. It's an AM only, as opposed to the AM, FM, and National Weather Service versions. The plain and simple one, the more complex one. I used AM only because I thought, well, it's got more legs. AM broadcast, particularly at night, it's got more legs. We can hear from farther away. Compared to broadcast FM, we're limited to 100 or 150 miles. In the National Weather Service, which is local anyhow, there's several in every state. So this was an experiment with the AM only, National Weather Service, EAS system that the government runs. Whenever there's a warning put out, this thing will automatically switch over and FOP the relays for whatever purpose we have in mind, sending out warnings or transmitted signals or the actual broadcast. Anyhow, we've gone a little bit long here, so thanks for watching. This is Bob, N1KPR. Again, my website, www.bobsamerica, bobsamerica.com, and we're also all over YouTube. My YouTube channel is N1KPR. Thanks for watching.